This is something I just clipped together. It's scenes of Leeds as I was driving, and just some scenery, some buildings, mostly the green countryside that you think of when you think of like Englishness. And the cab driver actually had a monkey hanging from his rearview mirror, so I thought he was super cool for that. And his ringtone was Grenade. This is just the campus, a little bit big open field. Imagine if it were snowing, how many snowmen we could make. It looks old Englishy. Oh, these gents. Okay, we ran into these guys as we were walking to a pub, and they were dressed so ridiculously. One was dressed like a cheerleader, one was dressed like a monkey, one was dressed like a Jew. How awesome is that? One was like a cow, and we have no clue what the other one was. But basically, we saw these people in costumes, and then we saw more people in costumes outside of a KFC, I mind you. And we were just wondering what was going on, what party were we not invited to. And I know in Austin everything is weird and we should be used to this kind of thing. But then just so happens that the pub that we were going to was where it was at, and we were watching the Barca versus Man U game. Just a whole bunch of costumes. Here we are on like a nice, breezy, cold, very nice day. I don't know, I love this type of weather. We're about to go take a tour all over the city, kind of do the whole get on a bus, whatnot deal. So I'm getting ready for that. It's going to last all night. And then later on tonight, I'm supposed to be going to this poetry slam down in the city center. So it's going to be really exciting. But I don't know, not looking forward to the rain, which it always looks like it's going to rain here, and it probably is. But I have my Wellingtons on, as they are called. So I'm ready. And we're going to get ready to go. This is just a clip of us on the bus, the double-decker bus, as we're going into town, just seeing some sights, and again, just being tourists. And it was really funny watching people walk up the steps and then walk down, because we kind of overtook the whole bus. But if you look at some of the architecture here in Leeds, it reminds you just of, you know, when you think of the old-timey London things, and you read like a Charles Dickens novel or something along those lines, and how the campus kind of reminds you of Hogwarts, just a little bit, that old English style that they have. And then on the bus itself, it was really fun being up that high and being able to finally see some of the tops of architecture, because the tops here are more interesting than the bottoms, because the bottoms get transformed and rearranged up to building codes and whatnot, but usually they don't mess with the top. So it's some of the original brick and designs that were originally there. So it's a little bit more original. The houses and buildings here are mostly back-to-backs, where they pretty much are what the name explains. They're right next to each other. These buildings are more in the city, and they again have great architecture. And every time the bus turned, sorry, segue, every time the bus turned, I thought we were going to die, because I could never tell that he was turning. There is the best library to go to in Leeds. It has like every book imaginable, literally. This castle right here, well, it's not really a castle, but we thought it was a church, a really nice looking church. Turns out it's a nightclub, so that was really interesting to learn. It might have been shut down, or I think it's just the first floor or just the bottom floor. I can really remember what he told us, but it is a nightclub nonetheless. So look, the thing I had to get used to on the buses was there's not really a system for calling out what stop you're at, and so you just have to know when to get off, basically, and we never did. But just knowing where to get off would be hard for me in general, because I'm never really looking, and glad somebody else was there. Swag, stuff we all get. It was like a gym membership, and they gave us this little stress ball thing. It was really funny. But then I had something to carry all day, so I was kind of upset with my life choices there. There's a music festival, the banner you saw. It was about a day earlier, and some music festival with, I think, it said like 1-2 bands. I don't know what those are. I should probably look them up. And then we ended up eating at this restaurant here called Nando's with some good fish and chips. Okay, here I am in kind of the heart of the city center. We're getting our cell phones now, and we just took the bus down here, and it's the number 28, in case you ever want to know, because now there's no stopping me. And people basically, it's Sunday, so it's kind of that leisurely Sunday stroll throughout the marketplace kind of thing. We got your basic malls going on out
over here.
Hey, Urban.
And if you really pay attention, you can count how many mohawks you'll see. Everybody's so punk and awesome here. I'm not that cool to be here. And all of the architecture is so great. It's something to really look into when traveling. And, you know, your basic everyday people shopping, not too much different at all. Some of the names of the places might be a little different, but you find things that are normal. If you walk this way a bit, you're going to see this architecture over here, and I really want to go to, but I don't want to stray too far away from the phone shop and then be lost. Let's see. And then on the way here, we passed the, oh, there's a familiar name, Urban Outfitters.
Walking, and more walking. One of these buildings right here had the best bathrooms in all of Leeds. And, you know, your basic street performers. My time has consisted of sitting on a man, getting used to the architecture that is Leeds, making sure that these guys right here don't get caught by these guys right here. You know, double-decker bus, more great architecture, eating at amazing restaurants. Diagon Alley, anybody? And getting used to crazy signs.